Hey basketball players, today I'm going to give you 3 secrets to become a great power forward. To become a great power forward, we really need to look at the past, but also look into the future to see where this position is really going. So in the past, we've had some amazing power forwards like Tim Duncan, who absolutely ripped up the league. And what made him good is going to be our first tip. So what made Tim Duncan really special was the fact that he was one of the earlier big men who could actually shoot the ball at a high percentage. Now, he could shoot threes at a pretty good clip. He was able to handle the ball as well. He was able to slash towards the rim, very similar to a very tall, small forward. And then he also had a shot that not many other players utilize, and that is the bank shot. That is the ability to use that backboard to get yourself easy baskets. So some easy tips around that backboard. See that square up there? When you're taking a shot, you want to hit that top corner. That's going to allow you to have that ball drop right into the basket. That's why that square is there in my mind. And now, the farther out you get, you still want to hit that square, that top corner of that square. That is what made Tim Duncan really good. But if you're driving on a player, you can picture the corner of that square extending out, because you can still make a bank shot by hitting that top corner, but going out at a 45-degree angle. It will still go in as long as you've got the right angle. And this is when practice comes down to it. So what I want you to do if you play power forward is at least every other day for the next month or two over the rest of the summer, go onto the block, and what I want you to do is just take a shot and hit that top corner. And now, what I'd like to have you do is to do at least 20 to 30 makes of this shot. Top corner, perfect. It always drops right in. It's amazing. And then after you hit your shots from here, you're going to take your step back, and you're going to do the exact same thing, the exact same spot. Now, after you've made 20 to 30 shots from one step out, you're going to take another step out, you're going to make another 20 to 30, and you're going to continue this all the way out to the 3-point line. And then whatever you do on one side, you want to do also on the other side, hitting the same exact spot on that backboard, because that's what's going to help you make a lot of bank shots. That top corner is a massive secret not many players utilize. So back when I was in high school, the power forward and the center used the high post a lot. And back when I was in high school, the power forward was essentially the backup to the center. They kind of ran the key to themselves. It was almost like if Tim Duncan and Robinson, the Twin Towers, had a lot of influence on basketball, at least up here in Canada where I live. And that's no further from the truth even today. When you start looking at Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, all the teams are going out to the 3-point line. Basically what you're going to find as a player today, and as a player in the future and a coach in the future, is the fact that whatever is working in the NBA, it's going to translate down into the high school and college levels. So this game might come back in the future if there's a couple of dominant players, like Zion Williamson tends to play the key quite well because he can dunk over pretty much anybody. But in the high post, this traditionally was a 1 to 2 dribble spot where you would get that ball and then you would turn towards the net, and then you would do your move, whatever your move is. And I'm going to be trying to face this way as much as possible because of the wind. But you would get that ball in the high post, and then you would have a pivot, and then you would go and try and attack the basket, whether it be a quick jab, dribble, spin, whatever it may be. That would be the move set that you would have in the high post. So some of those move sets that I've even showed you in quite a few videos is if you get that ball in the high post and you've got a slower defender on you, drive down the side of the key, 1 or 2 dribbles, that's it. Once you get to that block, you want to do a hop step in. Now when you're here, you're hoping to have beaten your defender so that now he's stuck behind you. All he can do to block your shot is to go over your back, and well, that's a foul. As long as he touches you, it's a foul. So how you get that? You get that ball, you turn, one dribble, two dribbles in, and then you go up for your shot. However, in the future, I see the high post becoming a more of a point forward or a point center position, where you would get this ball, usually somewhere in this half circle up top above the free throw line. You would turn towards the baseline. Now, the reason why this is so effective is because now when you're up here, you're drawing that middle defender in a 2-3 zone up a bit higher. And then if you're out on the elbow, if you're against the 3-2 zone, you're going to be drawing up that baseline defender on this side, opening up that baseline for baseline cuts. And what that's going to allow you to do is to turn towards the basket, see a baseline cutter when you're drawing up that baseline defender, and you can kick it down for a nice assist for an easy layup. Now, the third tip that I'm going to give you is if you're playing power forward at any level, whether it be high school, elementary school, it doesn't matter. I want you to learn every single position, not just power forward. I want you to learn center, because if you grow a little bit taller, you're going to be a center. And then if you stop growing like I stopped growing in grade 9, then you're going to be slowly moving towards a guard. And because of this, I want you, and this is my third tip and my third secret today, is to learn every single position. There's also a benefit to this. So we see players like today, we have Kevin Durant, who is stereotypically a point or a power forward or a center, traditionally, because he is, I'm going to say the real number, 7'1", even though he's not listed at that. He's 7'1", that he would have been a center. Now he lists himself at 6'10", 6'11", because he wants to be that power forward position. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you could be like Kevin Durant, play like Kevin Durant, have better post skills than Kevin Durant, be a bit stronger than Kevin Durant, then you're going to be looking like a Zion Williamson / Kevin Durant style player. And I think that if a player like that entered into the NBA, they could be a perennial all-star. So learn every single position, learn how to shoot really well, learn how to drive, learn how to cut baseline, learn a lot of the strategies behind basketball, and you're going to be a great player. I'll see you guys again next time.